Alright, so today we have another sim in the elf cluster. This one is Ithil Dae, it looks like. Looking good so far. Bird's eye view. Obviously the sim designer knew what they were doing here. Looks fairly well laid out. Good job on the landscaping. Let's see if I can find a place to chill. This is kind of a nice little pavilion thingy here. Looks like it's kind of designed to be sort of like a lily pad floating on the little pond here. A raft. Little magic grotto here. Kind of like this thing, whatever it is. Kind of defying the laws of physics, but still looks cool. I'm just gonna check underwater here because I noticed when I first arrived there seemed to be some interesting things under here. Little turtle, that's cool. Yeah, so pretty basic landscaping underwater, nothing too spectacular, but still pretty nice. Looks like this is just going to be another one of those little like paradise type sims. Nothing bleeding edge, just pretty standard fantasy fare. Like this bridge, the way these little like vines are kind of curving, that's cool. This little trellis. Come on. So yeah, once again we have the like little map showing all the Sims owned by the Elf Clan. It's quite an impressive portfolio. This looks familiar. I've already seen this lighthouse. Oh, I won't accidentally. No, this is a completely different sim, but that's the same lighthouse that was on a sim that I reviewed last week. Sometimes it can be difficult to stay on one sim when they're this close together. This is a definitely nice little chill spot. Great job on the vegetation on this sim. This is more my style. Seeking enlightenment. Yeah, so that's a nice little kind of meadow type thing, I guess. Just more chill out relaxation spots. Looks like there might be a cave under here, that's cool. Checking that out presently. The ever popular campfire. So this is obviously like a little spot where you sit down near the fire and watch the waves come in, which is really nice. That's cool. So yeah, you like underneath the meadow there's another really nice little secret chill location. Crystals. Oh, there's even further, like there's a little crystal cave there, that's cool. Yeah, this is really well done. Like all of these rocks are like individually placed. Maybe that's a texture actually, but realistic looking effect. Those badgers? No, raccoons? It's pretty detailed. I don't know what that is. It looks sort of like a raccoon, but it's not a raccoon. It's a hot tub, lily pond or whatever. See, sometimes people put these alpha textures in here, like there's a rainbow beam. It's actually an object, so it's easy to accidentally lock onto that. Good job on the ambient sounds. These little birds. This is probably animated. Let's see what happens. It's too bad there's no sound. Oh yeah, that's nice. Really nice actually. And then of course right above this is that meadow. So let's see what else there is on this sim. Looks like a dock down here. I like how everything's like really accessible. Like they did a great job on the landscaping so that like all these little areas are connected by little paths and staircases and so forth. Just adds to the realistic feel. Nice dock, typical barrels used for flotation. Oh, fishing nets, that's cool. Or traps, actually. That's very detailed. Yeah, so this is quite attractive. Pelicans snacking on the fish. It's really a shame that there isn't more animated type scenes. I mean, obviously, you know, you take things into the fourth dimension, you're talking about adding a lot more manual labor for the sim designer. But the fact of the matter is there really isn't a tremendous amount of support or extensibility for animating objects in virtual worlds, at least Second Life and its derivatives. So you can't really have like, I mean, for example, like ideally like these pelicans would be like munching and swallowing fish and maybe hopping about on the little dock, and there would be fish down here like a school maybe, and some of them getting caught in the trap and so forth, the kind of like micro ecosystem. That would sort of be the ideal scenario, I think. Obviously the sim designer is trying to like convey that as best they can given the what's available. Like one of the most major drawbacks of sculpts, I think, is probably that they're really challenging to animate. I know it's possible, but it's not easy at all. It's cool. It's like a tapestry there. A cool thing they coded into Second Life a long time ago was, well, not too long ago, but it was a feature that basically anything your cursor is hovering on, it's gonna prioritize loading those textures. Thankfully, InWorldz started working with the code base after that was implemented. So if you see me like staring at a texture and then like frantically rubbing the cursor over it, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get those textures to load. Piano. Kind of out of place in an elven sort of medieval ancient environment, but interesting nonetheless. Just like a juxtaposition. So yeah, this whole property is just loaded with all of these little niches, tranquil, peaceful little glades, and the kind of thing that you would sort of expect to find in a kind of elf-themed environment. Everything is really nice. I'm really liking this quality. Yeah, see, here's like another example where animation would really add a significant amount of realism to the scene. Like, I'm just sitting on this swing, like it should be swinging back and forth, right? But once again, really challenging to implement that due to the limitations of the virtual world. The fairy circle over here, that's cool. Needs more fairies though. Oh, am I on another sim already? Ah, good. Not yet. Okay, so looks like there's another little house over here. Oh, this is cool. That looks like a globe. I love hammocks. I guess that's a hammock. Yeah, birds everywhere. Oh, that reminds me, I completely forgot to check out the land. Moontan Veleva. Veleva? From builder, custom jobs. Objects. 9,000. Impressive. That's fairly high. Anyway, this is just a beautiful sim, really well done. Like I said, I'm not like obsessed with the more conventional sims, just due to the fact that I prefer more like avant-garde type stuff, but it's really kind of a treat to come to a more conventional sim that is this well done. Seems like I've been actually visiting quite a few really nice sims lately, so that bodes well for the documentary series. Tea service. Absolutely essential for your little idealized fantasy crash pad. The master bedroom. These bunny slippers. Oh, cat slippers. spoke German. There's yet another room, like a little top floor tower. That's cool. Yeah, so pretty nice little cabin over there. And these must be the shops. See what this person is selling. Jewelry, looks like. Mostly necklaces and accessories. Kinda cool. At least if you're into fashion anyway. Not really a priority of mine. I prefer a more plain looking avatar. I don't know why it is, but for some reason InWorldz Tinies are really popular. I don't know why that is, but personally I can't stand the things. I just think they're like way too cute looking. But you know, whatever, to each his own. At least they're better than like generic trampy whore looking avatars that you see like 9 times out of 10 in like welcome areas and so forth. And everybody wants to dress like a hooker with fake tits. Don't know why that is, but you know, whatever. So this looks like furnishings. These are pretty nice. You have to forgive me for my wretched camera control. I really was admiring this sailing boat earlier. Oh, there's only one item. They have the arrows down here. A lot of the times, like, these vendor stations are scripted, or kiosks, I guess you would say, so that, like, you can surf through a bunch of items. It's kind of like a web browser, sort of. I don't know. But apparently each one of those stations is only featuring one item. Yeah, so these are cool. I like this little, like, leaf bungalows. Once again, here's a nice little transition. Just these little touches are really pleasing. Yeah, this is the kind of sim where you would just want to walk around in first person because it's so like pleasing and beautiful and just kind of really nice environment. So yeah, here we go. The schooner syndrome is in full effect. We've got a sunken pirate ship, it looks like. No doubt the elves were getting tired of having all of their fairy riches stolen, so they use their magic to sink this pirate ship. Let your imagination run wild, that's my motto. Okay, so I think that was pretty much everything except for this sort of like water volcano over here. Another picturesque waterfall. So yeah, lots to see on this sim. Definitely one to visit if you just want to relax and explore. Really attractive fantasy elf sim. Oh, I love these rock things. Where I live in real life, there's actually quite a few of these, and it's always pleasing to see them in virtual worlds. So we have like a little druid fairy circle here. I don't know how I missed that earlier, but anyway, something to sail your little rowboat under. Just gonna check this one more time, make sure I didn't really miss anything. Yeah, so that's Ithil Dae. Pretty sweet sim, all things considered.